Let's look at this post from Evan earlier this morning. Looks like Ahmed, spelled wrong, the saint who is likely putting 2 people in prison for grabbing a gun pointed at him, justly or not, is a criminal after all. Here's the question I have. I remember seeing a local news piece on a certain Evan Miller.
He says he cleared off his windows, but he didn't get some of the snow that was on the roof of his Ford Expedition. The next thing he knew, he was charged with a misdemeanor.
I think it's an overreach of power.
Evan Miller is speaking out as he prepares for trial on Monday.
Hey, wait a minute. It should have said that you were a convict, that you were in jail.
I gave you a misdemeanor?
Yeah, I did. A misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in jail.
When I was talking about driving your car into a crowd of peaceful black protesters at the Black Lives Matter movement, and that was in July. Let's go through your comment, because I know if I type it, you're not going to read it. You said, wait, huh? You're not saying that I ran my car into those people that carjacked me? If you are, I'll block you now. I never did a single thing wrong that day, and I had the right to run people over. I had the right to run people over. You started very slowly driving your car into them. Move. Get out of my way. Move. Honk, honk. Fuck you. Get out of my way. That's why they slashed your tires, to stop your car that can run over many people if your foot slipped or, God forbid, you got really angry. In this complete coup attempt, the Democrats used Russian and Ukrainian assets and intelligence to set up and impeach the president. All spelling errors aside, what the fuck are you talking about, Evan?
You are so dumb. You are so dumb.
What did you see 37 minutes ago that made you think, yeah, checkmate, I got these dudes. I got them. I got to post about it and take my victory lap because I was right the whole time. They're stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm smart because I listened to Tucker Carlson. You're wrong, you dumb piece of shit.
You are so dumb.
I still loved my beautiful guppies too, because we had some pretty ones. I had 4 fish tanks. The condom was on my frog tank. It was like a non-latex silk one or something, or skin it's called. It needs to breathe, that's why, otherwise it'll get all cloudy. In the morning I woke up and the entire tank, it looked like there was jizz in it. It just was all milky. 4 of my favorite guppies were dead. It just breaks my heart because that tank was so beautiful, you know what I mean? Like I had but we're not putting this on YouTube, are we? Okay,
no, I'm
good.
just making sure the
Let me
sound's
know.
still working.
He shows up and you could see him pull up. Hold on, I'll pull the video here. You could see the cop pull up, and then this is Evan in the car behind him. Evan gets out shortly after. Really, the cop was here's what happened. Evan goes there. He goes to the precinct and he's like, this guy, he has my property and he won't give it back. And they're like, Jesus, is this guy for real? He's like, can we just go over there and you just get it from him? Because that's all I want. Mike took these discs from me and like I didn't even have a chance to inspect them. Motherfucker, you gave me the discs. I put them up online. You didn't even watch them. You didn't download them. Nothing. Also, I told you what was on them. Absolutely nothing. It's 2 cops that came to your house at 2 in the morning and took your report while you were still washing fucking mace out of your hair. I was home when the cops showed up. It's like 11 a.m. When I saw the video camera, I saw them driving away. I'm like, who the fuck was here? The cop knocked once and booked it. He's like, knock, okay. All right, well, we did everything we could, man. That's all we could do. Now, the question I asked was it fair for the 49ers to fire Colin Kaepernick? Evan's response, the cancel culture is being supported by corporations for reason beyond my understanding and also for some reasons like they do not want to be in the spotlight. No. There's a lot of bribes going on to China, has a lot of billionaires, man. What? That's not an answer. That is the rambling of a madman. I know he didn't type that. His phone, he hit the microphone and he was just like, the cancel culture is also being supported for corporations. And for some reason, his phone didn't dial 911 and say, there's someone in a car having a seizure right now. Now, at this point, Evan's not reading anything I say. He's just screaming into his phone, and the phone's just picking up whatever bits and pieces it can translate. It might hurt the black culture's feelings somehow. Meanwhile, they brag in their music about slinging fentanyl and all these kinds of drugs, and it had a serious impact on me when I was young. I deal with substance abuse problem, and a lot of it is because of rap music.
Oh my God.
Shut the fuck up, you dumb fuck! Evan still thinks he's a first responder somehow. He stacks fruit. He stacks crates. You know what a first responder is. Person with specialized training who was among the first to arrive and provide assistance at the scene of an emergency, like EMTs, paramedics, firemen. You stack fruit. When there's a fire, no one's gonna say, "Get Evan over here. We need him to stack all the f***ing pineapples." Maybe you meant to say essential worker. Essential worker is different than first responder. Evan replies, "You do know if anything really serious happens, like a real pandemic, and they have to completely close down the entire nation, people like me will get a pass to stay out and drive to work." Ooh. That still doesn't make you a first responder. That doesn't make you a fireman. That means you have a job, idiot. Nobody's making you get the vaccine. Shut the fuck up with this victim mentality bullshit, all right? You don't have to get it for anything. No one's making you get it, even though you should get it. Shut the fuck up, you dumb fuck. Also, happy birthday. It is his birthday today.
Kevin won $50,000. Ooh, so he moved out. Then he moved back in because he lost it all. Oh no, Kevin is kind of a worthless, pathetic loser. Kevin Miller, a gifted mind.
Paid, so I was like, no, I'm gonna get paid. So I opened the office, the cash summary for the day. Usually we get credit cards. Well, we got a lot of cash that day.
Okay.
So I took what was rightfully mine, and I quit.
Like for the week?
Yeah, for the week and the 2 days that I worked, and then I quit. Because there was a lot that went on that day. Hey, it's the Joe Rogan Show. Check it out, man. Check it out, guys. It's Joe Rogan.
Hey, what size shirt do you wear?
Large, but extra large also suits me.
I'm gonna put a different shirt on.
Okay. She came up to me for a little bit, and then all of a sudden she went to the door like...
Oh, she does that. She does that every time I leave.
We got here, Kevin Miller. That's good.
Gifted mind.
That's my last name. That's almost my name, actually. That's almost my name, actually. That's almost my name, actually. It's pretty close. It didn't need to be drained or anything like that, but still, the scar, I couldn't believe it. Yeah. One of those things you wouldn't expect to leave a scar, but did.
Let's say someone who studied viruses for 50 years versus someone who did glasses for like 6 years before he became a politician.
It's likely the person who studied longer, but every now and then there's that person where it's just like, for whatever reason.
And you think Rand Paul could possibly be that person?
I think right now it's pretty obvious that there is the media is really
good feeling.
George Soros is a very wealthy man. If you look up on Google who he is, he just says activist billionaire. It doesn't say how he got his money. 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 But he actually will pay millions when he messes up to scrub an interview. Like even Oliver Stone made a documentary about Ukraine lately. Oliver Stone made movies like Metal Gear Solid, like really important movies. And you know what? I believe his son. I believe Oliver Stone's son. Could he be wrong? Of course. Oliver Stone's son, I've never met him. You know what I mean? He's about my age. I've never met him, But that's what Oliver Stone's son said. And guess who I saw the last interview with Yavel Noah? Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman.
Chris is playing the role of my boss. I said, "Hey Chris, this is my buddy Evan. He posted about the N-word joke. Evan, Chris is my boss. He saw your post and told me HR policy is to terminate me. Evan, go ahead and tell him that you're just goofing. Evan, he has constantly used the N-word and constantly sent me gay black porn, and it's always black porn. I don't understand it." Chris replies, "Is this true, Evan? We take..." Evan says, "I was nice enough to do shows with him and talk with him and he edited it, made me look like a bad person. I told you I could show you any proof you need again." Chris says, "I am a Christian man myself." I am a Christian man myself. I have strong Christian values. If Mr. Reardon has indeed been saying these things, we will need to cut ties with his services. Please provide the